ThaBoxingvoice.com live with the one and only, no doubt, Trout, Austin Trout himself. Austin, obviously, we're here, made it to the infamous Headbangers amongst all these young up-and-coming champions or former champions like yourself. Just tell us, what does this training facility bring out of Austin? Why has this been, I guess, where you have resided since your last 4 fights? It's also transitioning you into a knockout puncher. I mean, 4 straight knockouts with Barry Hunter, right?
I think the intensity, it's in a sense a dog-eat-dog world in there, but at the same time, the camaraderie is crazy. We try to outdo each other, we try to out-hustle each other in the ring, we try to kill each other, but it's all for the benefit of each other, you know what I mean? We put each other through the fire to make each other better. That's mostly what I feel like I get out this gym.
Well, the Charlos and Jermall himself considers himself a lion. The lions of the division is what they call themselves, but you're here amongst hungry lions. So is there going to be any difference come May 21st in Las Vegas? Or are you just already accustomed to working amongst all these lions? Because Lamont Peterson is young and hungry, Anthony Peterson young and hungry, Broner holds training camp here. What would be the difference, if any?
I'm glad you touched on that. They say lions only, but you know what I'm saying? I've had a lion tattooed on my chest since I was 14 years old. It's one of my favorite animals, and like you said, this is the lion's den. So to go from the lion's den to the ring, there's not gonna be much of a transition. I'm already gonna go through it this whole camp, and I'm gonna be able to put him through it May 21st.
Now, you've been in the ring with technical boxers like Islandri Lara. He comes from that cloth. He's trains with Ronnie Shields. He spars with Islandri Lara. So I'm sure they feel they have an insight onto Austin Trout. How do you combat that, and how do you bring him into your world?
Well, the Trout that Lara fought isn't the same guy that Charlo's gonna fight. And let's just put it plain and simple. Charlo's not Islandri Lara. There's a different schematics between the two. I'm sure he's being well prepared by Ronnie Shields, and Lara, I'm sure, is helping him with that preparation. But we're not going to fall into anybody's game plan like we did with Lara. We're going to make him adjust to my own game plan. And if he doesn't, then we'll just be trying to put each other's will on each other.
At the end of the day, you have, outside of the pedigree that you both share, you have in-ring experience with elite level fighters. You've been on this stage. He, at the end of the day, while he is the champion, and no disrespect to him, he is stepping up to a level that you've been on already. Is that going to be a difference for him?
We hope so. We're not banking on it. In a sense, I'm trying to prepare for the best Charlo that he can present, and then the best Charlo that he can present is an experienced Jermall Charlo. And the fact that he does have camp with one of the best fighters in my division, Islandri Lara, makes me put out my mind that, he's inexperienced. That's going to be my edge. We're not acting like we have any edge besides the hard work and the skills that we already bring. The only thing I will say is that there's nothing that Charlo does that I've seen that I haven't seen before. So, with that said, I'll be prepared for anything he can bring.
So the power doesn't worry you. They, quote unquote, say he's the bigger puncher of the two. He does have the BoxRec knockout ratio to match that. Are you saying that a Canelo or a Cotto hit harder, or you assume that they do?
I've never been hit by Charlo, so that's only an assumption. But I can't see anybody really hitting harder than Canelo right now. And if he does, we don't plan on finding out. I don't plan on getting hit. And if I do get hit, regardless of what people may say, I got a good beard. I believe I can take whatever he could dish.